Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, depending when and where you are connecting from when you are seeing this video. I want to briefly share this. It's very important. I title it Know This Before Dating. Know this before dating. It's just few points. There are numerous of things. There are countless of things you should know as a single before dating anyone. But on this very video, I will make it snappy. I'll just point out very few of them. As time goes on, I'll be dishing it out gradually so that we can be able to pick our lessons. For those of us who are still single, it's very, very important to note these things down because it will help you a lot to do well and to build a good future. Point number one, things you should know before dating. Things you should know before dating, right? Point number one is about blood group. Some people call it blood group. Some people call it genotype or whatever. But I want to tell you that compatibility starts from this area. It starts from this aspect. When you are talking about dating, first of all, consider knowing the genotype of your partner to be or your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Let me put it that way. Before going into dating, know if that area is compatible, because if it is not, at the end of the day, after you have built the bond, you have built the love, in fact, both of you are now fond of each other. You can't be one place without the other and all that love. Because yes, at some point, love can be so. It's not fake. It's not pretense. There are some true love that can go that level. So, in order not to have a heartbreak, self-imposed heartbreak, the type of heartbreak that you attracted, you impose on yourself. Because these things are the things you should know before going into dating. You should endeavor to know the blood group, the genotype, if we can be able to marry, and have children without maybe bringing forth children to make them miserable in life. You know what I mean. So you must first of all know the genotype of the person you are dating or you want to date. Very important. Then secondly is that you need to know the current relationship of that person with his or her ex. The current relationship with his or her exes. Let me put it that way. If you are a guy, you need to know the current relationship with the lady you want to date, the current relationship she has or she is into, or the current relationship between her and her exes, her ex-boyfriend, sort of. If you are a lady, you should endeavor to know the current relationship between the guy you want to date with his ex-girlfriend. First of all, you should know if they're still hanging out. That is very important. If they're still hanging out once in a while, then you going into dating or you dating him or you dating her is dangerous. In fact, it is risky. Yes, if you are a guy, you notice that the girl you want to date is still hanging out with her boyfriend, with her ex-boyfriend. There is no point to dating her. And if you are a lady, you notice that the guy you want to date, is still hanging out with his girlfriend, with his ex-girlfriend, then you don't need to waste your time with him. So you need to know the blood group, the genotype. Two, you need to know the current relationship with the person you want to date, the current relationship he has, his current relationship with his or her ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend. Then, point number three is that you should also know his or her short-term plan for the future. You should know his or her short-term plan, whether the short-term plan he has is worth going into, or if he doesn't have anyone. There are people who are living their life, they don't have plans. That is very risky and dangerous. So you as a girl, you as a guy should know this person I'm about to date. What are his or her what are his plans, or what is her plans for the future? What is the plan of this guy? What are the plan of this guy? What are the plan of this lady that I'm about to date? What is her take? What is his take concerning future plans? You should get to know this. Then, fourth is that you should know his or her day-to-day activities. Her schedule, his schedule on daily basis. Because if this person really have a serious plan for the future, then the daily plan, the daily schedules should go in tandem, should go hand in hand to the plan he or she has for the future. If someone say, okay, I have future, I have plan for future, this, that, and at the end of the day, this person that has this plan has nothing to do on daily basis. He doesn't do anything on daily basis. He doesn't do any, when I mean he doesn't do anything, I mean he doesn't do anything serious. Doesn't mean that he doesn't do, he do many things, but he doesn't do something serious, valuable, that can be able to bring that future he or she desires to come to pass. So you must know his or her daily schedules, her daily activities, his daily activities, to know if this person is really pursuing that which he told you, or that which he displayed, or that which she disclosed as a short-term plan for the future. You must know the day-to-day activities. Very, very important. Another one I put down here, that you must know his or her reaction towards your concern. As in, you must know his or her reaction towards your concern. Yes, towards the thing that concerns you. You must know. You must take time to look into it, to assess it. What is always the reaction of this man when I say something about myself? What is always the reaction of this lady if I say something about me? You should endeavor to know this, because if the reaction of this person towards your personal concern, towards your personal issues, if his or her reaction is not always, adequate, is not always encouraging, then you don't need to waste your time. It means that that individual is selfish. Yes, you ought to know this thing before going into dating. Then another point is that you should also know how he treats people around. You assess his character by the way he treats people around. When you want to engage in dating with someone, the person may pretend, cover many things, but if you are careful enough to watch, you must see the real character of that person based on how he or she is treating people out there. Yes, you must endeavor to know this. So assess how he treats people around, and then know if this is his real character, or is the people out there causing him to treat them the way he does. Very important. Another one is this. You should know, very, very important, his or her relationship with his family. The relationship he or she has with his family, you must know that. If this person is the type that cannot do anything without his family, or the person that cannot hear the advice, it is in two ways. There are people who doesn't do things without their family approval. It's not too good, because you as a person won't have to say, you will not have to say in that relationship. He will be flowing with the words, everything about his family or her family. So relationship must be something two persons come together and decide and know how to flow together. It's not something you engage third party into. So you must get to know, what is his or her relationship look like? What does it look like between him, between her, and the family? I suppose I should divide this message in a separate way, but I'm trying to centralize it so that both partners can come together into what I'm saying. So As I'm talking about man, I'm also talking about ladies. You should know his or her relationship to his family, between him and the family, and know what you should do at that moment. Very important. Then the last, not the least, here I put down that you should know his or her temperament. Very, very important. You should know his or her temperament, because this goes a long way in life. His or her temperament, you must know. Find out, yes, his or her temperament, you must know. Then you must also know his religious belief. Very important. These things, after you have assessed all these things, you look into yourself and think, will I be able to cope with this person? From the thing you have seen in him, from the thing you have seen in her, you can be able to say, okay, I can cope. Okay, I cannot be able to cope. Let me just back off. Let me be on my own. So that, as I said earlier before now, is a quick one. And there are so many things one must know, or one ought to know, before going into dating. But I just pointed out a very few of them. But I believe so much that these very few will guide you, more especially those of you who are just starting new, teenagers or recently grown adults that are about to engage in dating, or about to, you are now ready, getting ready for marriage, something of that nature. So you endeavor to get this point down and work towards it, look towards it, and you have nothing to regret at the end of the day. Thank you for stopping by, spending time to watch this little video. I want to believe that I will see you on my next video by God's grace. Just do me a favor to share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and like my videos, give thumbs up to all my videos over there, and God will bless you. Thank you so much for coming around. See you once again. You are blessed.